So I think we looked a little bit at nudge values before, but I just want to kind of do kind of a from the bottom up or from the ground up review of it. So you can find your grid and nudge values up in the top toolbar. And typically, if you're just doing video stuff, well, it probably defaults to milliseconds, I think. So minutes and seconds and then milliseconds. But say I want this, since I'm working with video, I want it to default to frames. I can choose time code. And now when I come back and look at my values, I see that I have seconds, but then I have groups of frames, and then I have one frame or half a frame. So I'm going to choose one frame at a time right now. And then let me zoom out so we get a better view. Now, if I use the plus or minus key on the far right side of my keyboard, again, the numeric keys, not the alpha keys, I can use this, and when I press the plus key, it goes forward in time. And when I press the minus key, it goes backwards in time. So this is a nice way to just move things along slowly, especially when you're trying to identify all the sounds in your project. Then you can just hit the enter key right next to it, drop a marker, type in what it is, and you're done with that sound. And then keep pushing the plus key to move forward. But you can also use these nudge keys for other things. So let me go back to where I had that region and bring it down into the timeline. And for this, I want to make sure that I have it selected. So if it's not selected, grab it with the grabber tool. Let me zoom in just a bit so we can see this. Now, if I have a selected region and I press the plus or minus keys, it will go forward or backward or nudge it based off of whatever our nudge value is set at, which is pretty good. Now, if it's set to 10 seconds, it's probably going to jump off screen if you're at this kind of a zoom level. The other thing that you can do with these nudge keys, pressing plus or minus, is if I press the command key and then press plus or minus, is it will extend the back end of my selection, or the end point or out point. If I press the option key, it will increase or decrease the end point of my selection. And pressing the control key with that really doesn't do anything. But pressing the shift key will move the selection but without the region. So if I want to move my selection along, shift will move my entire selection. Actually, you don't even need to do shift to do that. My bad. Look at how it picked it up. So sometimes it will pick up extraneous stuff. So command key for the back end of the selection to adjust it. The option key to do the intro or end point. And then you can just move it or press shift to deselect and move forward. If you want to change the nudge values but find moving your cursor up to the nudge area to change it is tedious, what you can do is press the command option, and then you're going to use the plus or minus, but not the numeric keys, but on the alpha part of the keypad. And it will change that value based off of whatever value system you have set up. So I'm using time code. So right now it's set for 1 second. And right here, this is set for 5 frames. If I hit the minus key, again, I'm still holding down the command and option. 1 frame. And then it has half a frame. So I can get smaller than 1 frame or quarter frames or even smaller. And I'm going to zoom back out.